Hello, welcome back to Looking for Prints. My name is Brad and I have another exciting episode for you today. Today we're going to print something for both my kids. But which kid do I choose to print for first? Which kid gets the toy? Which kid will be the happiest first? No, put down the stick. Sorry, flashback to the incident of 2022. The good news is though, we don't have to decide because we're going to print both objects at the same time. So follow along and let's go print something. The first item I found is for my son, and he is a big Naruto fan, and I think he'll love this nine-tailed fox. So we'll go ahead and we'll download the file. Make sure we choose the STL CAD file and hit download all. Whenever you're printing from Maker, you always want to make sure, if you're not printing from a Bamboo printer, to download the STL file. Now we're going to go ahead and find the zip file in downloads, click on extract all, default will be to the downloads folder, and hit extract, and there's our file. Close those windows. So the next item I'm going to download is a print for my daughter, and I think she'll love this cute little jolly skeleton. So we'll go ahead and download that. There it is in the downloads folder. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the Elegoo slicer this time and see what that looks like. Gonna go ahead and import first our nine-tailed fox for my son. There it is, bringing it in, and that is going to be a big print. So we're going to move this up to the top left corner here to try to maximize our print space. And then we're going to bring in our skeleton, and here it is right there at the top. Hit open, and we'll drag that to the right corner of the build plate, and just right about there. And it looks like we're getting an error, and it's saying that we are not on the print surface. The object is laid over the boundary of the plate. So we'll go ahead and move this nine-tailed fox up to the corner a little bit more, all the way to the edge. See how much space we have. Got a little bit more. We'll back it all the way to the edge. We need as much space as we can get here, and that looks good. We'll go ahead and move the skeleton over, and just like that, our error message is gone. Now we're going to be printing with PLA Plus, so I'm going to go into the filament and change to Elegoo PLA Plus, and we'll go ahead and preview our print. It'll slice it, and that's going to take a little while. So through the magic of editing, just like that, here's our slice. 9 hours, 43 minutes is what the print's going to take. We'll spin it around here, make sure it looks like it's going to all print onto the plate. And let's look at what the layers look like. By sliding this bar down, we can look at how the layers are going to print. And we'll drop down, hit print, and we'll hit upload and upload it to our Elegoo printer. Take a couple minutes here for it to upload, but through the magic of editing, it will instantly upload. And that brings us back to the device tab of the Elegoo printer. We'll wait for the file to pop up, and there it is right down there. Here we are back at our printer, getting ready to print out our prints. Before we do so though, I want to go over a little more about this Creality filament dryer. On the screen of the dryer, we have the current temperature in Celsius, the current humidity, and a timer. Like I said in the previous video, I explained why I run filament through the dryer, but I didn't show you how to set it up. To set it up, we spin the wheel, and we can start at temperature. So, and then we'll push in the little button, and then you can set the temperature at which you're gonna dry the filament at. PLA, I run at 45 degrees, so I'll push the center button to set it there. And then to turn on the dryer, you have to set the timer down below. So when the clock starts flashing, you'll press the center button, and then you'll increase the time. Today's prints will take about 9 hours, maybe 10. And so I'm gonna actually set this for 11 hours because I want the filament dryer to heat up prior to us printing. So I'll just press the middle. Voiceover Brad here. I wanted to go over with you why I use a filament dryer. The reason I use a filament dryer, as I explained before, is because the properties of filament being able to retain moisture. I like to keep my filament between 20% humidity and 40% humidity. Now, back over to Brad with the weather. I mean, more printing. While talking about the dryer, the one thing I noticed is that the filament spool is running a little low. Our prints are going to require almost 250 grams of filament, and that looks like it'll run a little close. We don't want to run out of filament on our print, as the print's going to be going on while we're not around the printer. If we ran out of filament, the printer's not going to know, and it's going to keep printing. So it's not going to print anything out of the nozzle, and when you get up in the morning, it'll say your print's done, and really it's halfway done, and then you're going to have to reprint your print. So I'm going to change the filament real quick. You've seen that already, so let me get this changed and then we'll start our print. So while loading the filament, we ran into a bit of a problem. It looks like we have a jam because the extruder is not taking the new filament. So I'm going to hit complete here. We're going to go to prepare, which is under the settings. I'm going to move the Y, hit the Y axis here, and move it forward 30 millimeters each push. And then put the head right, the print head right about there. And then, since I will be working on the print head, what you always want to do whenever you need to work on the machine is to shut it off. Now that it's off, take off the top lid here to let a little more light in. Grab a flashlight so we can see what we're doing. Okay. So to access the print head, first thing we need to do is remove the fan cover right here. So, sorry, let me get the flashlight set here so I can see what's going on. So the cover, you just tilt it towards you. There's magnets on the bottom, and then pick it up off the top. Unplug the fan from here, just like that. So what we need to access now is the extruder. So right here where the heat sink is, right above it, is 2 screws. So using your Allen wrench that came with the printer, you're going to undo these 2 screws. And don't worry, what you hear running in the background right now is actually the filament dryer. Okay, careful, if you were just loading filament and you're working on it right after trying to load filament, the print head will be very hot, so be very careful when you touch it. I usually grab it right around this silicone boot right here, which it's still really hot. All right, and there's the problem right there. Got this little piece of white filament stuck right there. So I'll take some needle nose pliers, and again, be very careful because the filament head might still be hot, the hot end, and you just pull out the filament right there. And see, there's where the problem was probably, is see this bulge right here? It looks like that wasn't going to go through the hot end. So pull that out, and we'll put nozzle and the heat sink back in. Now we'll put the fan cover back on, or the fan back on, and then it'll clip up at the top. Make sure the wires are tucked in and out of the way of the fan. Right here. And then clip it up at the top, and then let it just drop onto the magnets. Now that our printer's back on, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light again, and then go back down to settings, to extruder, and then hit load. And we'll let everything heat back up again, and we'll load the filament, and the clog should be gone. Okay, coming up to 250. And now that the clog's gone, I should feel the machine take the filament, which it is. I can feel it going in. We'll look at the hot end here. Filament coming out. All right, and we're all loaded up. Okay, and now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna find our print that we're gonna do. And this is the print that we're looking at doing that I showed you on the slicer for both my kids. It's gonna take around 9 hours, almost 10 hours. We're gonna go ahead and level the bed again. I want to do a time lapse of this print also to be able to show you guys the print after it's done. And then we'll go ahead and hit print. And remember, since we're printing with PLA, we're going to go ahead and take off the top glass. And you could leave the door open if you wanted to. I haven't found that closing the door messes up the prints at all. So I'll go ahead and close the door just to keep a little more of the sound down. And here's both our prints. I think they came out great. And the good news is, both kids will be happy and there'll be no fighting. Except one print is bigger than the other. Oh well, that's a problem for another day. So what I think I learned today is not only how to fix a clog in the nozzle, but also how fun it is printing items for the ones you love. And I think you'll get enjoyment out of that as well. So, as always, ABP, always be printing, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.